All right, we're live. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, give some time for some people to get in here. We can start talking. Regardless, in about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm gonna start ranting, and I have a lot of things to say. So, yeah, let's see who shows up. All right, I'm just gonna start now. Uh, yeah, judging by the title I put up, I don't know how many people are gonna show up, especially because a lot of the people that follow me like to talk about higher knowledge or supernatural things. They don't really care too much about politics, but you guys have to start to understand that everything is connected. There'll be videos that I make that don't get a lot of views because people don't think that what I'm talking about is important. You have to understand that everything I talk about on this channel is important. It all matters and it's all tied together. So you might see a title to a video or stream or something. You might be like, oh, I don't care about that. That doesn't interest me. But you don't understand that everything is connected and everything affects everything. Right now, we're at the basic level of hell, I guess. I don't even know what to call it, but the beginning stages of conflict and war. And a lot of people don't seem to realize that. They think that there's still time to talk it out and figure things out and extend the olive branch, shake someone's hand, let's have a debate. No, I just finished watching a video. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw like half of it, and I saw this guy talking about he's showing how people are getting fired on the left from their jobs because of the things they said about Charlie Kirk. And then he's at the same time talking about the reason why he watches certain people is because they preach nonviolence. That's fine. You can be a pacifist for your entire life. But if somebody puts a bullet in your head, all your pacifist shit that you've been talking about and preaching and spewing didn't get you anywhere but death. That's the bottom line. And there are not a lot of Charlie Kirks in the world. There are not a lot of Charlie Kirks in history. You have to go back all the way to Martin Luther King Jr. to find someone that was this significant in, at least in American culture, right? Maybe worldwide you can make other cases for other people. But in American culture, in American society, there hasn't been anybody like this since Martin Luther King Jr. Some people are calling Charlie Kirk the white Martin Luther King Jr. And that's fitting because he had that kind of impact and he had that kind of potential to unite people. And that's why the evil ones that control the world took him out, because they couldn't let that continue. They couldn't allow that to continue. And it wasn't just that, but they wanted to make an example out of him so that they can show people that if you try to do this, we're gonna deal with you. People need to understand what's really happening. Then I'm hearing people talking about where was this energy when the kids got killed in the school and Nancy Pelosi's husband got beat up by a hammer or whatever. And I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about Nancy Pelosi's husband. Straight up. Nobody cares. Who the fuck is he? Is he relevant? Has he done anything? Not everybody is created equal. Everyone is different. Some people, sorry to say, are more important than others, have more impact on society than others, are better than others in terms of being good people. Charlie Kirk was one of those people. He had an impact. That's why people care. That's why people are talking about it. Even people that he disagreed with politically, that didn't like him or align with him, they liked him too, and they were sad about what happened to him. Not everyone on the left, but a lot of people on the left were sad, and they were like, "Yo, this was the guy that was willing to come and meet us halfway and try to, throw us a rope or, build a bridge." That's what he was doing with the left. And what did they do? They killed him. So the way I see this is, you guys can keep playing this pacifist game of, oh, everybody's created equal. We should treat everybody equally. We're all the same. No, we're not. Everyone's not the same. Everyone's not equal. Women and men are different. They do different things. They have different values in society. And when I say they have different values, I mean the value that they bring to society is different. What their worth is different. What they contribute is different. I'm not talking about their beliefs, even though that's also different. Charlie Kirk was very valuable. And if you look at the kind of person I am and the things I say, I'm not one to glorify anyone. I don't glorify people, especially humans. But he just so happened to be one of those people that was making a difference for the positive. And his end goal, what he was trying to achieve and accomplish, just so happens to be aligned with my end goal, which is bringing peace to humanity, bringing people together, and all of that. Unfortunately, and this is the reality that I've always known and I've talked about, there are those that words alone will not reach. There are people you can't reason with. There are people you can't debate with or change their mind or have conversations with. I heard Steven Crowder talking about this, and he said the reason why he stopped doing Change My Mind is because he realized, and if you guys aren't familiar with Steven Crowder, he's a conservative, and he used to do this thing where he would go, similar to Charlie, where he would go on different college campuses and debate people in different places, and he got a lot of hate because he was not as polite as Charlie. He was much more blunt, but he did try to stay cordial. It's just that the people that he was talking to were retarded, and they would cross that line to get disrespectful with him, and he would lose his cool, and it would go back and forth. So he stopped doing that because he realized how dangerous it was, and he realized that the people that he was trying to reason with, he wasn't getting anywhere with it. It was a waste of fucking time. He was just putting himself in danger. Unfortunately for Charlie, he didn't realize that soon enough. And that's the mistake that the right keeps making. I keep hearing these people talking about, let's come to the table, let's talk it out, let's figure this out, it's time for peace, it's time to lower the temperature, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. That time is over. It's over. It's done. It's in the past. Now we're in the present, moving to the future. The future, let me tell you how you fix this problem. I keep saying this. I've said it in my last few videos. You got to get rid of these people. Get them out of society. I'm not saying kill them. I'm saying get them out of society. However you got to do that, whether it's putting them in insane asylums or their own little communities or sending them to another country or exiling them to a remote island in the Pacific or whatever the fuck you got to do. Send them to the Northwest Territories where there's a bunch of demonic entities in the middle of the woods. They'll feel right at home with those people, with those beings, because they're the same. So they'll have fun over there. Whatever you got to do with these people to get them out of society, that's what you got to do. That's step number one. Step number two is anybody that shows these tendencies or has these ideals, they need to be shut down. And, you guys might think, oh, what about free speech? First of all, there's no fucking free speech. There's no free speech. What are you talking about? I can't even say what I want to say because I'm on fucking YouTube. What are you talking? There's no free speech. So this bullshit about everyone should be able to speak their mind and share their ideas, I still do believe in that to a degree. However, when people share their stupid ass ideas that are clearly wrong, and detrimental to society, they need to be shut down. They're not to be entertained. They're not to be, put on a pedestal, celebrated. Let's have a whole fucking Pride Month. Let's have Pride in all the movies and all over the fucking place. When most people aren't like that. That's not how you handle this shit. You minimize it to the smallest possible degree you can. You try to get these people help. Give them medication, give them counseling, give them whatever the fuck you need to help them out. And again, I truly believe we should just turn California or one of these blue states, namely California, because it's all the way out there in the fucking west, and it's like already a shithole, and it has a lot of land too, but it's already over there, right? Put them over there. It's already burning too, so it's perfect for them because they belong in hell. But put all those people over there that believe all this shit and let them have their own little society and country over there. Don't dare let them come over here. That's what needs to happen. Give them their own country. If you really truly believe in this leftist shit and this leftist ideology and this is how you think and how you feel, okay, give them their own little territory where they can express all their bullshit to each other and their basically destructive ideals. Let them have that society to themselves. They shouldn't be among us. They're not like us. And when I say us, and I hate saying us and we because I'm really an individual. I'm very different and I like to stand on my own. But when I say us, I'm talking about the people that just want to live in peace and live a normal life. That's how bad things are right now, that we're trying to get back to normalcy. Like, I'm all about evolving humanity and going to the stars. That's what I want to do. I want to talk about aliens and all this other shit that's way beyond humanity. But we're literally right now fighting just to get back to normal. So we have to fix that first. Because they let shit go all the way down. So far down that now we got to come back to normal. And again, I keep hearing people talking about, oh, this is a problem. I don't know how to fix it. What should we do? Where do we go from here? It's so simple. It's so fucking simple. Get rid of politics. And if people have certain ideals and they want to believe a certain way, send them to their own little secluded area. And stay over there. Live your life over there. Do all your weird shit over there amongst yourselves. But get the fuck away from everybody else that's not like that. And don't fucking tell me they can't do this shit. Don't tell me they can't identify these people and figure this shit out. They apparently can figure out when people want to change their gender when they're children, so they can figure out when people have these crazy ideals that are going to lead to the end of society. Anybody that has these tendencies, they're a child, let's play their game, right? They're a child. They're like, I want to be, I'm a boy, but I want to be a girl. Okay, you're a child saying that shit. You need help. You need therapy. We're going to try to fix you. And if we can't fix you, go to California or go to this imaginary area and stay over there and live your life with those weird ass fucking people that think like you. That's what needs to happen. That's the solution. The solution is not to make peace with them, to befriend them, to give them a pedestal, to legitimize them, to tell them, oh yeah, it's normal to be gay. It's normal to be LGBTQ. It's normal to be weird and a leftist and do all this weird shit that you do. That's normal. It's okay. Now, if there are people that are of that community and they want to be part of this society, the normal society, that's fine. Be however you want, just as long as you're not acting like a fucking weirdo and trying to convert everybody else to be like you and then having all these crazy thoughts about killing people because they don't agree with the way you are. That's what needs to happen. And if people start acting that way, immediately exile them out the fucking country to that imaginary place that I talked about that hasn't been created yet. But that's what needs to happen. See, that's what makes me different than other people. I have solutions to the problems. Other people don't have any solutions. They just keep talking about it. Oh, I don't know what's going on. What do we do? How do we do this? It's so simple to me. Politics is the root of all evil. All these ideals and religions and countries and governments and the way people think and the way people do things, that's what's causing all of this shit. So until people figure that out, we're never going to get anywhere. It is what it is. So anyways, I've been ranting. So if anybody's in the chat and you want to talk, go ahead and talk. You're free to say whatever you want to say, and we can have a conversation. The whole reason why I do these live streams is so that I can communicate with the community that I have, and we can, build and figure out some ideas here, what we need to do. Honestly, like I said, I already know what to do. I already have all the answers. It's just a matter of, I want to see if anybody's actually come up with anything different that can help the situation. And again, I'm also going to be live streaming probably every day. I didn't really say this or announce this anywhere, but I will start live streaming every day, pretty much starting from today going forward. I'm going to be making videos every day, because what happened with Charlie, it woke me the fuck up. It reminded me of why I started making videos to begin with. The whole point of my channel and everything I've been trying to do in social media is to expose the evil that controls the world. And what killed Charlie is the exact evil that I've been trying to expose. It is what it is. If you go to my Patreon, you can see that I made a video a while ago, I think more than a year ago. It's been a while since I made that video talking about LGBTQ, and I was warning about them, and I was telling people how these people are. Because to me, it's clear. It's clear as fucking day. I don't need a school or a government or a social media influencer or anybody to tell me what I can see with my bare fucking eyes. I don't need a religion to tell me. I don't need anybody to tell me anything. I can see it with my eyes. If I see some weird shit, something that's not normal, and it's fucked up, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say this is some weird shit. And this isn't normal. I'm not going to try to normalize it and assimilate it into my life and say this is something I should accept, or say that this is okay, this is acceptable. No. If it's fucked up, it's fucked up. That's the problem. You people are too scared to call people out. You're too scared to tell people that they're wrong. That's the problem with the good side. You're too scared. You don't want to do anything. You want to let shit slide. You want to let people be. That's how we got to where we are now. Letting people be. Letting them do all this weird and crazy shit. And like I said earlier in the stream, not everybody's the same. I keep hearing people, well, why don't you care about this person or that person or the other person? That the mass shooting here, this Nancy Pelosi's husband over there. Nobody cares about these people. What have they done? They're not relevant. And I'm not saying anybody deserves to die or have violence put upon them. What I'm saying is that they're just not as relevant as Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was doing a lot of good for humanity. That's why people care more about this than those people. It's that simple. It's common sense. Why do I need to explain this? Why do I need to tell people this? The people that say that shit, they're like, well, what about Nancy Pelosi's husband? Those people are disingenuous pieces of shit. I'm tired of this fucking middle game. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, they're asking a legitimate question. No, they're not. They're evil. They're asking that question because they want to delegitimize what you're saying and what you believe in and how you feel. That's why they're asking you about some other dumb shit that has nothing to do with this. Well, you care about Charlie Kirk, but you don't care about Nancy Pelosi's husband. Who gives a fuck about that dude? What has he done? He's irrelevant. Why should I care about him? Should he have had violence put upon him? No. But why should I care about him? What has he done that's relevant to my life? And again, I didn't know Charlie Kirk personally. I only knew him from watching Timcast and some other things he's done with Turning Point USA. But what he was trying to do, Charlie Kirk, is in alignment with what I'm trying to do, which is fix this world and fix humanity. We had the same mission. We just had very different approaches to what we were trying to do. And because he's passed on and he can't keep doing what he was trying to do, I'm still here. And I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I've had a migraine for the whole day because I've been watching all these leftists celebrating and talking shit about Charlie Kirk and then them getting fired from their jobs and stuff like that. I'm trying to get as much information as I can about this whole situation. I haven't even talked about the killer yet because I'm going to have to make a whole video about that. But even though I have this migraine, I'm still streaming. You know why? Because I'm still alive. Charlie's dead. He passed on. He can't do what he was trying to do anymore. Although he left a good legacy and a good blueprint. Granted, I don't think it's going to work anymore in terms of debating people and all of that. I think that's kind of dead right now. But he left a good legacy and a good message. And I'm going to tell you the truth. That message that he left wasn't necessarily for the left. It was for the right. Unless you were on the left and you agree with Charlie. The message that Charlie left behind is be good, which the left is incapable of doing. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So it is what it is. Yes. Hello, Ivy. You're right. Everyone does have the right to their own opinion. However, some people are wrong and some people are right. The problem we have in society is that we're allowing the people that are wrong to take over everything. That's why everything is a disaster. Because we're letting the people that are wrong control everything. They're controlling the governments. They're controlling social media. They're controlling movies and video games and everything. Anything you can think of. That's the problem. So again, it's okay for people to have their own opinions, but if they're wrong and they're stupid, they need to be exposed and called out. People need to tell them, hey, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Be quiet and listen to what the truth is. Listen to what the real opinion is, what the real truth is. So again, back to Charlie Kirk. You know, I may have a migraine or whatever, but I can still stream and I can still talk. I'm not dead. So why should I stop trying, or why should I let anything stop me? If I'm still alive, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep making videos unless I'm literally like immobile or dead. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep streaming every single day, regardless of whatever. I'm not going to let anything stop me. If there's anybody else watching and you want to leave a comment, go ahead. I'm here to listen to you guys. That's the main reason that I have these streams, is to communicate with the community so you guys can say whatever you want. We'll have a conversation about it. I'm going to take a little break and I'll be right back. As far as the streaming schedule is concerned, I'm going to try to go live around 7 p.m. EST every day. So 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to try to maintain that schedule. If I don't do it at 7 p.m., I might do it a little earlier. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided on the exact time, but I will put that time out and probably that schedule out on a post so you guys can keep track of when I'm going live and what I'm doing. But yeah, feel free to say what you guys want to say. You guys can say whatever you want. And I want to, talk about what Ivy said. She said everyone has a right to their own opinion. She's right. And also, I want you guys to think about this. That's why Charlie Kirk died. He died because the left, the evil left, the demons, they didn't want him to have his opinion. They wanted to silence him and to kill him because he had a different opinion than they had. So yes, that's the whole reason why I'm even talking about this, is because these people that are evil and have the wrong opinion want to kill you and don't want you to have the right opinion. And that's the thing. We need to get away from this right opinion, wrong opinion. There's just the truth and not the truth. That's where we need to get to. Is something true or not? That's it. Most of the things on the left are false. They're lies. Most of everything they believe is wrong. And that's it. There's no more. We need to get away from this. Oh, let's entertain their ideas. No. Like I said in my videos, these people are demons in human form. And when Jesus was here and he was dealing with demons, you know what he did? He didn't try to sit down and talk to a demon and have a conversation and let's chit chat and let's figure out who's right and who's wrong. Let's exchange ideas. That's not what Jesus did. So those people that are religious and believe in Jesus, you know what he did? He exorcised the demons and he got rid of them. He cast them out. He didn't talk. He didn't have like, oh, come here, demon. Let's sit down and talk. Now, if you're talking about people, that's different. But we're not dealing with people. We're dealing with demons. These are demons in human form that are pretending to be human, and they're not. That's why the things they do are inhumane. When you laugh at somebody's death for no reason, this person didn't deserve to die, didn't do anything wrong, and you're laughing at them, you're a fucking demon. That's it. You're not a person. You're not a human. You're an animal. You're a beast. You're a savage. And you don't deserve any fucking mercy. You don't deserve any, let's have a chat, let's debate. You don't deserve any of that shit. If it was up to me, I don't even want to say what I would do. Let's just say that. I would, honestly, nah, I'm not even going to say it. It's so bad I don't even want to say it. Let's just say that. But I think you guys can read between the lines of what I would do. If you're here, can you please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It does help to get the stream out to people. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm done with this pacifist shit. I'm done with let's be friends, let's talk, let's figure it out, let's debate. That time is over with. It's over with. So anyways, if you guys want to say anything, feel free to talk. Feel free to express yourself. And again, if you're wrong, you have a dumb opinion, I'm going to tell you about it. I'll be the first one. But if you have a good point, like what Ivy said, then you can say whatever you want. She brought up a good point. And that's the kind of, conversation we need. Everyone has a right to their opinion. So is there anything anyone else wants to say? I'm probably going to stream until 12 o'clock. And then I'm going to shut it down. If I don't get any conversation going in the next few minutes, though, I might shut it down a little early. But I would encourage you guys to check out my Patreon because I will start making content on there. Like I said, there are things I want to say that I just can't say here. And it's sad too because Charlie was trying to be a good person and he got killed for it. So that shows you that doesn't work. When you're dealing with the evil side, it doesn't work. If you're dealing with normal people, like normal humans that may have some issues but aren't a demon or aren't completely psychotic, you can reason with those people and you can work things out. Those are the people that you can talk to and debate. But these people on the left are not reasonable. They're demonic. And if you're on the left and you're not like that, you know what you need to do? Leave the left. Get away from that side. Because I promise you, what's coming and what the right's going to do, you don't want to be on the left. All these people on the left that are acting brave and bold and, oh, yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to, like, I saw some retarded, stupid ass motherfucker talking shit like he's a tough guy. I was like, dude, there are a lot of people that will one shot you on the right. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's sitting here running his mouth, and when somebody fucks him up, he's gonna regret it. But it is what it is. Whatever happens to the people on the left, I will have no sympathy. I won't give a shit. I'm not gonna shed a tear. I'm not gonna feel any remorse because they brought this upon themselves. They talk about having empathy and compassion, and then when somebody dies, they have none. And then they expect it back. It's not going to happen like that. It's not going to work like that. So they need a wake-up call, and they're going to get one. They're going to get one. And I'm not going to do anything except talk. But there are going to be people on the right that are just... Not everybody on the right is a pacifist. That's all I'm going to say. And the right has a lot of guns. So... the left open up a can that they're not going to be able to close. They're going to regret opening that can. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the stream. Not because I want to, but I do have a migraine, like I said, and nobody else is talking. So I'll give you guys more notice in the future about when I'm going to go live. I will put out a schedule on the post so you guys know the times that I'm going to go live. It's probably going to be the same time every day. I'm going to try to make it the same time every day. And I'm going to keep talking about whatever. But things need to change. And in order for things to change, you got to acknowledge what's wrong. If you don't acknowledge what's wrong and you try to accept everyone and everything, you're going to get more shit like what happened to Charlie Kirk. But if you try to actually address the problem and fix it, like what I said earlier about exiling these people and casting them out of society, then you'll get to a true resolution. That's how you fix this shit. That's the only way to fix it. This accepting everyone's ideas just because they have an idea, I'm done with that shit. If someone's a retard and they're wrong, you need to tell them. Stop accepting everybody's ideas because you want to be a nice guy. Anyways, follow my Patreon, sub to my Patreon if you want, sub to the channel, leave a like, and I'll be making more videos and I'll be doing more live streams. I'll be live tomorrow, probably a little earlier. I want to do like 7 or 8 o'clock, and then I'm going to try to keep a schedule. Anyways, appreciate you guys coming. Take care.